We're here to document the training exercise. The one that's going on now.
Training exercise here?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. You're not meant to be filming this kind of training. Who are you with? Who are you?
Oh, we were told that we could come here and film.
Who are you guys?
We're just members of the public, sent on behalf of PINAC.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were told that we could come here and film this training exercise.
Technically, this is firearms training. Because it's firearms training, you don't have to film unless you get permission from our chief firearms instructor.
Where is he?
Previous permission. He doesn't work here. He works at Milton. So if you haven't come with any kind of prior arrangement, we can't let you film it, unfortunately.
All right.
Are you guys escorting these two?
No, we were just going to see if they got IDs.
Yeah.
No, we're from PINAC.
Yeah, have you got any ID on you?
No, we don't carry ID. No.
Well, you would have a visitor's
How
pass.
did you get in through the front door?
We just walked in.
No, the security guards.
Okay, you need to sign in with somebody.
The gate was wide open though.
Yeah, okay, but we need to go back to security and sign you in.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's do that.
So then we're allowed to be around here.
As long as you've got someone here who can sign you in and who can account for who you are.
The moment the officers rushed over asking, "How did you get in here?" they unintentionally revealed the real issue, their own security failure. Coley didn't avoid the question or hesitate. He simply replied, "We just walked in. The gate was wide open." That response highlighted the key problem. If a police academy conducting firearms training cannot keep a public access gate closed or properly monitored, then the issue is not someone walking through it. The issue is that the academy left itself exposed in a way. Coley tested their security better than their own staff. This was not a crime, and it was not suspicious behavior. It was a failure of security and policing, and the officers seemed to realize that the moment he explained how he entered.
Okay. We're not here for any trouble. We're just here to just want to take some photos and to make a video. That's all.
That's all right. But if you can sign in at the front, yeah.
Can you sign us in?
I can't because I don't know who you are. But it needs to be someone who knows who you are.
Okay.
Can we go and do that? Please. We've got to go to the front, mate. Anyway.
Do we?
We do, yeah.
What? Because you say so.
Because it's a police building.
Yeah, but it's publicly accessible though.
Okay, but someone still needs to sign you into the building.
Hello.
Inspector Towell.
Hello.
I'm based here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we're arresting both of you at the moment.
Arrested us?
Yeah.
For what?
Trespassing.
That's a civil matter.
Yeah. Section 4.
Right.
Yeah, the Vagrancy Act 1824.
1824.
Premises.
It's not enclosed, there's an implied right of
You're
access.
under arrest.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm under arrest as well.
Has anyone here got a pair of handcuffs?
Don't need to put us in cuffs, I'll comply.
Okay.
So where are we
If you
going
walk me over to the front of the entry.
You're going to take us into custody now, yeah?
You are both under arrest, yes.
For what?
I've just explained to you.
Inspector Dow arrived and immediately made a serious mistake. He chose to arrest first and investigate later. There were no questions, no clarification, and no proper investigation. Instead, he quickly claimed trespass under Section 4 of the Vagrancy Act 1824, as though he had found a strong legal basis for an arrest. In reality, the Vagrancy Act is nearly 200 years old and was originally created to deal with rogues and vagabonds, not members of the public walking through an open and accessible gate. Most police forces rarely rely on this legislation today because it is outdated, overly broad, and frequently criticized for misuse. Yet here was an experienced inspector using it as if it were a decisive legal argument.
I've just
We haven't been asked to leave, it's not aggravated trespass. No, you don't need to grab me, get your hand off me. I'm coming, I'm complying.
What with me,
Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me.
now?
Inspector, I'm complying, you don't need to grab me. What? Trespass is a civil offence, Inspector. Can you get your hand off me, please? Get your hand off me. I don't want to resist, but get your hand off me. I can get you off me. Then get off me then, please.
Stop struggling.
I'm complying.
Stop
Can you get off me, please?
You're
Can you
under
get off me?
arrest.
Can you get
I'm
off me?
restraining you. Stop struggling.
I'm not trying to run away, am I? I'm complying, aren't I?
Stop struggling.
Well, can you get off me?
You're
Let's
pulling
compromise.
away.
I'm not going to pull away. Can you
Okay,
get off
come
me?
on.
Can you get off me, please? Or I'm not going to come.
Stop struggling. Stop struggling. This
I'm not
man's
struggling.
under arrest.
He's under arrest.
Vagrancy Act 1824.
All right, come on, mate. Out you come. Let's go. What act? 1824.
You mate. Twice now.
No, explain. So what's the offence? Trespass is a civil
I've
offence.
got you under control, but you're being compliant. We'll have a conversation.
Okay. You could just ask me to leave and I could leave.
You're not leaving, are you, mate?
Well, I will leave. You haven't asked me to leave.
in the first place.
Yeah, but there's an implied right of access, so it's not aggravated trespass.
Oh, right, whatever, mate. You can talk about
No, it's not about whatever, mate. It's not aggravated trespass, is it? I'm not struggling, mate. So I'm not trying to pull away. I'm not.
Alright, I don't want to break your camera.
Alright, you're not. I'm not.
So let's just...
You have to.
What Coley said was not just an opinion, it reflected an important legal principle. The implied right of access allows members of the public to enter through an open entrance and approach a reception area unless that right has been clearly withdrawn through locked gates, barriers, signs, or direct instructions. None of those conditions existed here. The entrance was open, security did not stop him, and nobody asked him to leave before the inspector moved straight to an arrest. So when an officer responded by saying, "You shouldn't have been here in the first place," he was not presenting a strong legal argument. Instead, he appeared to misunderstand the legal position. Coley's point was straightforward. If access has not been clearly withdrawn, then entering through an open gate is not automatically a criminal offence and does not justify an arrest. The officer's dismissive response suggested he had no lawful argument left.
You'd be under arrest for trespassing when you're invited in.
You weren't invited.
Of course we have. I've got it on camera. That's what I just said. By the security guards. I've got everything on camera. I can stop the camera now and show it to you.
Do you know what? Let the inspector do what he's got to do. Yeah.
Yeah, but
and then you can investigate that, and then you can go.
But you see, as a police officer, yeah, like, are you not supposed to do the investigation? You've said that we're under arrest for trespassing. Not you, the inspector.
Because we don't know this.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Is this gentleman under arrest? Excuse me.
Yes, yeah, they said I'm under arrest as well.
Hang on, thank you very much.
You can't stop my recording though.
You've been arrested, mate. You're under arrest, mate.
Why are you doing this when I'm complying? So can you just let my arms go so I can walk freely? Why no? Why are you acting like this? What are you trained to be?
Taking you out.
Like what's all of this about?
The situation is you're trespassing.
The situation is I've been invited here, which I said I've got on camera. This one is still recording, which I can play back to you, and I'm in handcuffs. Anyway, this will go to my solicitor. You will be in trouble anyway.
This moment completely undermined the officer's version of events. Coley's friend calmly explained that he had video footage showing security allowing them through the gate. That footage was potentially the most important piece of evidence in determining whether any offence had taken place. Instead of showing interest in reviewing it, the officer brushed it aside and said, "Let the inspector do what he has to do." That is not good policing. A police officer's duty is to investigate the facts, not blindly support a colleague's decision. When a member of the public offers evidence that could prove their innocence, officers should be eager to examine it. Doing so could prevent a wrongful arrest, unnecessary use of force, wasted resources, and potential legal action. Unfortunately, the officers chose convenience over finding the truth.
Have a seat down there, buddy.
Let's come to some sort of...
Hey, look, I'm in cuffs, you know.
You've been arrested and you're still recording. Sit down.
Section 4 of the Vagrancy Act, okay, it's criminal offence, okay, trespassing on enclosed premises. The inspector's just explained it to the other chap. He's going to come over and explain it to you.
Is that your phone or his phone?
No, that's my phone.
It's this gentleman's.
Later in the video, Coley explains what happened after he and his friend were arrested.
In a van, taken to the big bad Collindale police station, where we were kept for about 12 hours before finally being interviewed by PC Heslin, who at the time informed us that we would be further arrested for aggravated trespass. Guys, remember, for trespass to be aggravated, you must be disrupting or otherwise obstructing people from carrying out their lawful business. Aggravated trespass legislation is often used to deter travellers from setting up shop on private property, which affects people from going about their business. So in that capacity, aggravated trespass is not a piece of legislation that would be used to arrest photographers. It's got a pretty obvious kind of use.
Being taken to Collindale and held for 12 hours over an open gate is already difficult to justify. However, the situation became even more serious when PC Heesling informed Coley that he was being further arrested for aggravated trespass. This was despite the fact that Coley had entered through a publicly accessible entrance, had not been stopped by security, and was not obstructing anyone or interfering with any activity. Ironically, every additional hour he spent in custody only strengthened any potential legal claim arising from the incident. As Coley later explained, the case became one of the easiest civil claims he had ever pursued.
PC Heslin even said before the recording started in the interview that this offence was a non-starter and that he was just sent to take the interview. By the expression on his face and his body language, he too agreed that this whole situation was a bit of a show. Like, it just seemed like he was just sent to take the interview. But shortly after the interview was complete, we were put back in the cells before being released and given a piece of paper reading refusal to charge. I think this is different to NFA. I think NFA, they can reopen the case if further evidence emerges. Not 100% on that, but that's what I believe. So following this, obviously the first thing I did was consult my legal team and explain to them what had happened. They were very confused when I explained to them that I was arrested under the Vagrancy Act, as they were unfamiliar with it. So they requested that I obtain the custody record from the Met and give it to them before they could investigate any further. I made the subject access request on the 6th of January asking for a copy of the custody record. They got back to me on Valentine's Day with the custody record. I then forwarded this information to my legal team, who have since filed a letter before claim against the Met Police, and so we wait. But yeah, as soon as I got the custody record, sent it to my solicitors, and boom, like they were on it. They got it moving straight away. So clearly they see this case as a high prospect of success, because they didn't mess about at all. Yeah, big up my legal team as well. Good job, you guys.
Legal teams do not move quickly unless they believe a case has strong merit. According to Coley, his solicitors promptly acknowledged the case, assigned a handler, and began preparing a formal claim against the police. That is not something that happens without reason. The combination of an allegedly unlawful arrest, reliance on outdated legislation, lack of investigation, damaged equipment, and a lengthy period in custody created a situation that raised serious questions about police conduct. What happened at Hendon was not simply a routine encounter. It highlighted concerns about decision-making, investigation standards, and the use of police powers. The irony is difficult to ignore. An open gate, security allowing entry, officers failing to review available footage, and an inspector relying on legislation dating back nearly 2 centuries all contributed to the controversy. Although Coley has not publicly confirmed the final outcome, the circumstances described in the video suggest why legal action followed. For a location responsible for training police officers, the incident attracted significant criticism and raised important questions about professional standards. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me continue producing independent content. Also, be sure to check out Coley Burke's channel, linked in the description below. Show him some support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.